Only last time when I came in November, I met him first time.
Really?
You can become a friend in no time. It doesn't take years to make friendship. I can become your friend by the end of this interview. How long are you going to take to make a friendship? You're not going to live for 1,000 years. The reason why I'm focusing on economic forums and large companies and… because these are people who hold positions of power and responsibility. Every thought that they have, every emotion that they have, every action that they perform impacts millions of people. There was a time when religious leaders were very important. Then from that it led to a place where military leaders became most important. In the last 100 years, democratically elected leaders are the most important leaders. But a time is coming in the next 15 to 20 years' time, you will see economic or business leaders will decide everything on the planet.
The beginning of 20th century, we were just 1.6 billion people. Now, 2019, we are 7.6 billion people. Now, they are saying by 2050 we will be 9.6 billion people. Why are we making these predictions? Why don't we have a plan? Why don't we say in the next 50 years we will be 4.5 billion people? Are we willing to address this? This is what needs to be addressed. It may look like there are many problems, but actually there is only one problem. We are nice, but we are just too many. This we need to understand. There is no space for any other creature to live on this planet simply because we are so many and our footprint is so big. So we are trying to reduce the size of our footprint, I understand that. But believe me, it is much easier to control human population than human aspirations. You cannot control human aspirations. You can easily control human population if everybody is focused on that. The nations, the religions of the world, various community leaders, everybody, if they are focused on seeing how to bring down the population of this planet, human population, so that other populations can live. Because we need to understand this planet will perish if all the insects die today, within 4 to 6 years' time. If all the worms die, within 1.5 to 2 years, all life on this planet will perish. If all the microbes die, probably within hours this planet will perish. But if you and me disappear, this planet will flourish.
There is no need to complain, only our lifestyle is changing. Our life we must protect with responsible and conscious behavior. Nothing about our life has changed, only our lifestyle is changing. But if you're misunderstanding your lifestyle as life, then of course you will suffer. So let us bring this sense to ourselves. What you wear, what you drive, where you live is not the point. How you live within yourself is the point. And right now, this pandemic, always this is the point, but this pandemic is bringing it up front, in front of everybody, to decide whether your life is important or your lifestyle is important. Lifestyle becomes important because we keep on living in comparison to somebody else. That you want to live little better than somebody else, you want to have more than somebody else, you want to be better in every way than somebody else around you. Let's leave this silly way of existence. Let's organize our lives in such a way that you're joyful, you're well, you're healthy, your family is joyful, people around you are joyful and well. This is life. Do not make a problem out of just a simple shift in lifestyle. But staying alive is important because life is precious. Lifestyle is not precious, life is precious. This shift in your fundamental understanding of what is life and what is lifestyle has to happen. If you do this, a whole lot of unnecessary stress you're building in your mind will come down significantly. Because you're not going to restaurants, it's blocked, you're not traveling, it is blocked, well, your expenses have come down. Even if you earn less, it's not really a problem. Your only problem is somebody else may be living better than you. That should not be an issue for you. Better life is not in the makeup that you wear, better life is not in the clothes that you wear, better life is not in the car that you drive. Better life is in the way you are within yourself. If this fundamental priority you change, not for the sake of pandemic, for your sake, not for the sake of the virus, for your own sake, if you make this shift, you will see there are a few issues and problems with the pandemic. The problem is people are losing their lives, that is the only problem. Otherwise, this is not a problem. Unfortunately, people are losing their lives because no nation can be equipped to provide hospitalization for its entire population or a major segment of the population. So, the important thing is, one way or the other, we may get an infection. The important thing is to postpone it as much as we can. So this is why the vaccination drive is very, very important. Vaccination is not an ultimate solution, but vaccination pushes the problem. By pushing the problem, we will not overwhelm the medical institutions and medical infrastructure. With this, fatalities can be brought down significantly, people need not lose their lives. But the fundamental responsibility that all of you must take is, you must take this commitment. I will not get infected. Everything that I have to do for this, I will do. But if it so happens somehow I got infected, I will ensure that it does not go to one more person. This much commitment you must take. Why I am saying this is, the significance and the simplicity of this pandemic is this: it is not being carried by mice, it is not being carried by mosquito, it is not being carried by some other bird or animal or something. This is carried by human beings. Because we are the only sole carriers for this virus, the simplest solution is that we maintain some protocol so that we don't spread. If you are not the spreader, that's it. If every citizen takes this step, that's it, it's done.